You're right to the second opinion. Hello, everybody. Tom here. Hope you're all well. I want to talk today about how everybody has the right to a second opinion. Now, a second opinion in terms of your health diagnosis, okay? Now, without going too much into the ins and outs, somebody very close to me now recently has had an operation and is not happy with it. They've not found anything. She has a right to a second opinion, as we all do. Far too many times are we hearing about things that have been misdiagnosed, mistakes being made, and ultimately people paying with ill health or possibly even worse, their life. You have a right to a second opinion. Do not be told otherwise by anybody else, okay? You're not happy with what's been diagnosed, and you're still not happy that the cause of your not feeling well has been found. Get a second opinion. I'm going to give you some instances where somebody getting a second opinion has actually worked out. So, my mother has a veneer on her front tooth, one of her front teeth. Okay, she went to a dentist years ago. That dentist said your veneer needs changing. So my mother, uh, at the time, was a bit puzzled and perplexed as to how that could be. So she went and got a second opinion. That dentist was of the opinion that there was nothing wrong and she didn't need a veneer. So my mum went with the second opinion. Okay? You have the right to a second opinion. If you're not happy with what you think the medical practitioner has said, do not hold back. Very respectfully and politely say, I'm going to get a second opinion because you are well within your rights. I recently have had to have a filling on my tooth. I hate going to the dentist. I really don't like it. I think it's uncomfortable, evasive. It's not the pain. I just don't like it. I don't like somebody furking around in the inside of my mouth, to be honest with you. So, as you can imagine, on Friday when I'm having my teeth drilled so that I can have this filling in, I'm not loving it. I'm not loving life. I've got to be honest with you. So, um, but if I'd have wanted to, I could have challenged what he said. I chose not to because we'd been looking at this tooth for quite some time, and supposedly the holes in the tooth have got bigger. So I take that person's opinion on face value, having seen x-rays and stuff. Not that I know what I'm looking for, but I take that person's opinion. But then there'll be other times when something will be said and you feel compelled to get somebody else's take on it. Sadly, here in the UK, I don't know what it's like abroad for you, but here in the UK, our National Health Service is at 100% capacity. It's underfunded, it's under pressure, and with that can come mistakes, can come inaccuracies. And I'm not criticising anybody that does work in the National Health Service because I do not have any idea what you must have to do on a daily basis. I admire you for the work that you do, okay? However, human error can creep in. There can be instances where things go wrong and things are misdiagnosed. So, what I'm trying to say to you today is if you're having a procedure or you've got some health complaints and you're not sure, you're not 100% certain what's been diagnosed is one, accurate, or two, they're finding nothing, therefore you're not happy because the pain's still there, then is the time to go and get a second opinion, okay? I don't myself, but a lot of people have turned to private medical care. Private medical care is a lot more expensive. It's not something that we pay into like the NHS. It's something that will cost you XYZ to do. And if you're not happy with what the NHS is doing, you can go down that route, provided you can afford it. A lot of people probably can't afford private medical care. Some companies, some jobs now actually have private medical care attached to it. So if you're in that position and you can afford to, maybe you go and seek a second opinion there. But definitely don't feel that you've got to go with what the first practitioner or doctor says. If you're not happy, it's your right to get a second opinion. Guys, this is my third and final video of the week. I want to say thank you all ever so much for listening. I really appreciate your time and energy spent on my channel. Thank you kindly. Third of three, as I said, please put down in the comment section below. Have you ever got a second opinion? Is it something you would do if you wasn't happy? Or would you just accept what that person says? Obviously, they're a trained medical professional. They should know what they're doing. But at the end of the day, this all comes down to the old adage of knowing your own body, knowing when you're not right, and having that courage, I suppose, to say, actually, no, I really do feel something else is amiss here. Can we just double check? And then you double check, and then you have the opinion. You have the option to go with opinion number 1, number 2, which is lottery in itself. Please, 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 if you would consider hitting that subscribe button down below, I'd be very grateful. Please consider giving me a thumbs up and a like, that'd be really great. And let's hear that bell sign go ding dong so you know when it's content's out. Back next week with another 3 videos, but until then, please all of you, take care of yourselves and bye for now.